This is Ralph with 13 Peppers. Today we're going to see if we can spice up our tanks just a little bit with this beauty of a pepper, the gasoline. Now, the gasoline pepper is a beautiful looking pepper to watch grow and everything like that, especially when it was coming out, and it comes out a very vibrant green and turns like a light yellow into a red, a reddish pink, into a red, into a nice dark fiery red. But the interesting thing on that is you can get really rough looking peppers and stuff, but these actually have rough parts which are almost spiky, which I thought was very, very cool. You run your finger over it, and I mean, they are pointy. I mean, they're not like smooth bumps or anything, so very, very nice, cool pepper. Now, this pepper was actually created by Space Chili as a hybrid cross between a Butula Brown and a Euphoria pepper. And the Scoville that they say on this is going to be anywhere between 100 and 300,000 on the Scoville scale. I'm not quite sure. I've actually never eaten one of these peppers yet, so I'm very much looking forward to it. But the other thing is too, is when I was looking on the website, they was actually saying, well, the latest one I can find was a F2 as seeds that I was able to find. So I'm not quite sure how updated those sites are, if this pepper now is F3, F4, F5, F6, or even a little bit later on that. But I still want to say it might be in the lower stages of the F stage. Reason being is the majority of the pods and everything came out really nice, kind of pendant with a definite bottom here with a long tapered tail. And these tails are extremely long. Some of my unripe ones actually have tails a lot longer than this. So they have a nice, beautiful, pronounced tail on that. They were all kind of rough and bumpy and spiky, but some of them kind of had like the pendant shape. Other words, a little bit more round with a definite bottom with the tail sticking out of the center. So I don't think anything is really set as of yet, and you're still going to get a lot of fluctuation in these seeds. So that's all I can have on that, so I'm not really quite sure. Wish I had a little bit more explanation on exactly what this pepper and stage it is in, but hey, that's all I can do is guess just based off what I see. All right, I have a beautiful, beautiful pepper right here. Let's see if we can actually cut this down where I can get most of the tail. A little bit better. So take a look at the inside here. So now with the pepper itself, the walls on this thing are, they're kind of thin, not super paper thin, but they're still kind of thin. The placenta itself is not too terribly big, and the seeds in this thing are actually kind of small. Just trying to take a look over here. I think combined total in this particular pot is only going to be about 15 seeds in it, but in and of itself, I can actually see the juices and stuff like pooling in here, and the way it's glistening, there's going to be a lot of flavor inside this. Now the pepper itself, when I open it up, I don't have any hints of floral. I almost got like a sweet pepper type of scent. Yeah, not really like a fruitiness tone. Yeah, like a really mild, sweet bell pepper scent. Yeah, no floral or anything like that, which that would surprise me, not having a super hot without floral, but yeah, that's going to be interesting. But hey, we're going to go ahead and we're going to give it a try, and if you can take a look with the light here, you should be able to see the seeds and the placenta still inside there. I'll try to zoom in depending on how I do my editing. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's give this a try. That has a burn right initially on the tongue. It does have some floral tones once you start chewing into it. Not too bad, but it's still there. And it got a very pepper spice forwardness to it. I was hoping this would be a little bit sweet. It has no sweetness, fruity scent to it. It's just it's a light floral and then very pepper spice forward. It's all on the front of my tongue, basically where I started chewing. Going back towards the throat now because I'm swallowing everything. Not too terribly bad, but let's see if this is going to increase or what this is going to do. It's not really increasing in heat level or anything right there. It kind of just bam hit. It was right there as I started chewing, but it's kind of moving from the front of the mouth towards the back, especially now top of the throat where I'm swallowing. So let's see how long this is going to last. I will say this is a nice consistent heat. I don't really have much fluctuation. It just hit when I first started chewing and it's just sat there ever since. So not really feeling like it's gone down any. I'm still feeling the heat. I'm still not feeling it waver. Very interesting, because normally I could get some kind of like high, low, or anything like that. No, this is just consistent. Very interesting. Now I have one late addition to the burn in the mouth. Now it's kind of migrated to the sides of the tongue. That's kind of picked up in the burning sensation. Not an increase in overall level, but just a new place that is burning. And I figured that would actually start a lot sooner than what it did, but yeah, I'm just sort of getting that now. The overall heat level is starting to drop now and starting to subside. Not too much, but I can start feeling it going down. Overall Scoville on this thing, my estimate would probably be close to that 300,000, 350,000. I think this is up there heat level to like a top end habanero. Maybe just slightly hotter than a habanero, but does not have the flavor of a habanero. When I bit into it, I got some slight floral notes, not overwhelming, just some slight, but then I just got a very heat spice forward, and that's it. I got no other flavors, no fruitiness, no sweetness, no earthiness, nothing. Just pure fire at that point. So, which maybe that's why it got its name, because it feels like maybe you're drinking gasoline. No flavor, just burn. 300, 350,000 is not really a burn for a lot of the chili heads out there, but yeah, if you're not used to peppers, this would be a lot. But yeah, if you're looking for flavor out of this, there's just no flavor. Now, the neat thing about the pepper is the burn was just consistent. I mean, straight right across the board. It did at the end kind of move down to the side of the tongue, which was a little bit different, but overall the heat level was staying consistent, and then it started slowly dropping. Because right now, I'm talking and things like that, probably 50%, maybe about 45% of what it was when the initial burn and everything was starting. So yeah, not that bad. Very interesting pepper, very cool looking pepper when it grows. Flavor wise, not that flavorful, but if you're just looking to spice something up, say you have a super flavorful chili and you just want heat, this would be a great pepper for it. So yeah, especially if you just want the burn and don't want any flavor, this would be perfect. All right, but yeah, that's going to be about it. So if you enjoyed what you've seen today, please subscribe to the channel. It does help me out a lot. You can hit that thumbs up button. The YouTube algorithm seems to like that also. But you can actually follow me on a bunch of my social medias. Plus, you can actually head to my website down below. There I actually sell seeds from the peppers that I grow out of my garden. Plus, I have custom seasonings and spices that I've made there also from the peppers that I have. So, but with that, my name is Ralph. I'm with 13 Peppers, and I want to say thank you all very much, and you have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day.